Oh, ladies and gentlemen, greetings in the name of God Almighty, who has made it possible for I love this duck. Whoa! My son will say, whoo, 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 whoo. This is a life-changing opportunity to go through the tunnel of life and make things still happen for you. There is always a light at the end of every tunnel. Every condition you are going through, my brother, my sister, I want you to know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. The length of your tunnel determines the quantum of your patience. I welcome you this morning to the road show with Counselor Lutterodt. This happens to us Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesday. All too soon, the days are reduced to 2 days. It happens Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Because Mondays, I'm live on radio. Tuesdays, I'm not in the morning. Wednesdays, I'm not in the morning. So the road show has been reduced to 2 days. And it's better for you to take advantage of the 2 days and make history while you enjoy the day. I love the way this congested road has been cleared for me. So will the Lord clear every congestion on your way. My prediction when I was leaving the house was to come and encounter a particular form of traffic which usually comes on this road. But to my utmost surprise, and to my surprise of the day, the road has been cleared. I came to tell you that as this road lies with no vehicles, quietly designed for me alone and some few other vehicles, may God surprise you like this. As you go through your day, a surprise of this nature will be for you. The Lord will cause a surprise to happen to you. He shall make all crooked ways straighten before you. The way you see the road lying like this, I open for you today a blank check that you will choose what you write on it. That as you take the step of faith and appreciate God for the gift of life and appreciate His handiwork for the opportunity to say today, you are complaining of body pain, you are complaining of headache, because God has granted you the opportunity to see today. Your regret for being alive is because you are alive. No matter what you go through, no matter what you are going through, no matter what is happening to you, one of the things I've come to learn in life is that if God is in the boat, there'll be storms of life. This morning, enjoy the fullness of your life. Enjoy the fullness of your life. Don't change the style of enjoyment. Enjoy the fullness of life. Wake up in the morning and let the morning feel you. I feel you. I feel you. You might enjoy a full, free road, but in the bit of your conclusion, there could be traffic like this. Be determined. Be focused. Know that the end of a matter is more important than the beginning. This is how I welcome you this morning to my road show, proudly brought to you by Ginger Honey Chips, the chips of the time, the chip of the season. Remember, it is in two shapes. You either get it in a bottle like this or get it in a pack like this. Wherever you are, in the whole wide world, there is a place you can find my ginger chips. It's solid, it's powerful. As I speak to you, the continent of Africa is coming for it, especially the biggest market in Africa, which is Nigeria. My brothers and sisters, thank you for your support. And for the rest of you in Ghana, Obuasi is doing it. He's waiting for Kumasi to come for it. The United States of America is doing it. If you go to Connecticut, it's doing it. The Queens African market is doing it. If you go to New Jersey, it's doing it there. If you go to New York, it's doing its Bronx 4227 Bronx, New York. It's doing it there. At the moment, we're waiting for UK. In August, it will be doing its own things in the UK. So what I'm saying to you is that if you are not yet on this particular family, it's on Instagram. We are opening a fan page for it very soon. Chew the ginger and send a post. Chew your ginger, send your post. Chew your ginger, send your post. And we're going to take the bottles back from you, not for reuse, but a proof on social media that I just finished my bottle in less than 1 month. We'll send you a bottle again to chew. God bless you for supporting it. If you're a young one coming up and you want business to do, wherever you are located, get some bottles in your bag. Get some bottles or some bags in your bag and release it to friends and loved ones. Tell them about the ginger chips. This ginger chips is what is sponsoring this morning, is fully sponsoring our road show. And if you love it and you chew it, you will see the policy very well. Salute policemen when I see them because of their hard work. It is not easy. The risk involved alone. Ghana Police, kudos to you. Ginger honey chips, produced by Councillor Lutterodt. Buy some and chew, and you will know the efficacy of the zinc level in your mouth. Fresh breath, good heartbeat, free valves. Go for ginger honey chips. This morning, and our morning's motivation. There come my motivation for this morning. What is my motivation for you this morning? My motivation for you this morning is, if you change the way you see things, things will change the way they see you. Or better still, if you change the way you look at things, things will change the way they look at you. If you change the way you look at things, things will change the way they look at you. What am I talking about? The eyes was created to see. The mind was manufactured or created or designed to appreciate what the eyes are seeing and decode what the eyes are seeing into the action of your feelings. So when I look on the screen, I am motivated by the number of people who have come this morning watching me talking, whilst everybody driving around seems to ask, what is wrong with him, until they see a camera in front of me. There are people in their cars who don't see a camera in front of me. They look at me, there are no earpiece around me. Because of the way they are looking at me, they could assume that I am having a mental deficiency, that I'm sitting in my car and I am talking. But if you change the way you look at things, the things will change the way they look at you. How do I change the way I look at things? When your eye captures what you're looking at, and you allow your mind to process what you're looking at and couple with your core belief and your faith on what you are seeing, or your fear on what you are seeing, it will affect the outcome of what your mind is constructing. Their heart has what it conceives. Their mind has what it interprets. Their eye has what it sees. Let me tell you, a blind man sees. The only challenge with a blind, visually impaired person is that his vision is impaired. And because of its impediment, or his or her impediment, they have been reduced to see only one thing. If you change the way you look at things, things will change the way they look at you. Every visually impaired person have one way of seeing things, and they can only change the way they see things by using their senses through their mind, which is their fingers, by touching. So the five senses of living, the eye is the light on the body, the Bible says. When the eye is shut, the light is off. We don't see with our nose. We don't see with our taste. We don't see with our body. We see with our eyes. But to change the way you look at things is dependent on the motion captured by the eyesight into the brain. The way you perceive me, the way you look at me right now on your screen will tell you what you can receive from me. If you change the way you look at things, the things you look at will change the way they look at you. You are invited to my page to come and watch me because it is Facebook. You are watching me with your eyes. You are hearing me with your ears. You are intellectually maturing your brain by interpreting my conversation through communication. When you close your eyes, you can hear what I'm saying, but cannot see what I'm doing now. Sighting is very important. What you see constantly will influence your behavior. Sorry. Yes. The constant opening of a vision or a sight on a situation, on a circumstance, on an attitude, on an action will influence your judgments in life. When we say your confession becomes your possession, you don't understand it. If you confess what you see, your system will absorb it. A coach one time came down to Ghana and became the head coach of the Black Stars. In his style of dressing from the country he emanated from, especially in America, because of the thermal wear, the snow, there are people wearing very big trousers with another thermal wear inside so as to heat themselves up. Usually based on that, you hardly find them having all their trousers intact. Some will don't even want to use belt until they want to flaunt their belt hook. So this coach came to Ghana. I might have lost the year that he came as he came to Ghana and was always coaching the Black Stars. Little did the country got to know that he was not coaching just our Black Stars, but he was coaching the young ones in the country as well. He was always on the field with the Black Stars of Ghana, but was also in the homes of all who had opportunity to see him. His name was Otto Pfister. He was a coach of the Black Stars. His sighting was constantly dressing that his waistband of the trousers or the tracksuit never fell on the waistline. It was not part of the reason why he was employed, but the constant seeing and the sighting of his dressing has till today influenced a lot of young men, including intellectuals. Appearance, they say, might be deceptive. Why? Because if you don't change the way you look at things, the things will not change the way they look at you. The interpretation of what you are seeing might not be the content. There is a light at the end of the tunnel, but from the beginning of the tunnel, it looks so dark. My sister, my brother, go to the end of the tunnel and your sight will change. This morning, I came to motivate somebody. I came to encourage somebody watching me this morning that you are too needed to be wasted. You are too needed. You might be the less educated in your family, you are needed. You might be the highly educated, you are needed. You might be the poor one who is always begging the rich ones in the family, you are needed. You might have come a long way in life and your marriage is the bad example ever in your church. You are needed. All you need to do is to change the way you look at things. And the things you look at, they have no option than to change the way they look at you. Your marriage is not the best. Your marriage, you can't boast of. Your marriage, you can't point at it. Your marriage, you can't say anything right about it. Your business, you can't say anything right about it. But this morning, look at your shop. Change the way you look at it. Tell the things in your shop, you are here for sale. You are moving out of my shop. I am seeing an empty shop with sales in my hands. I have changed the way I look at the things in the shop. I have changed the way I look at myself. I have changed the way I look at my wife. I have changed the way I look. How do I change the way I look at things? Tomorrow, God willing, the next part of if you change the way you look at things, things will change the way they look at you. Will definitely come. But this morning, let your mind assist you by changing your vision on the things that you look at. Dear one, dear friend, I'm excited that somebody is making a decision now. Look at the way you look at me. Change the way you look at me, and I'll change the way I look at you. Yes, your husband cheated. Your wife cheated. When was that? 13 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago. You are still seeing him, seeing her as a cheater, and you are living with a cheater. So every day you are bleeding because of a cheater. Change the way you look at things, and the things will change the way they look at you. My friend, it is better for your God to determine the situation in your life than your situation. to determine the God in your life. Don't allow your situation to determine your God. Allow your God to determine your situation. Maybe that is what you're going to write on your status today, and change that loose statement. Don't allow your situation to determine your God. Allow your God to determine your situation. By doing so, you change the way you look at things. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, my friends and loved ones. This has been yours truly, Counselor George Lutterodt, my food for thoughts, which is proudly brought to you by Ginger Honey Chips. Ginger Honey Chips. If you see the ginger chips anywhere, buy it, because it is for Counselor Lutterodt. It's for the CL Foundation as well. If you want to sell some, look at me and come. Change the way you look at things this morning, and the things will change the way they look at you. Proudly sponsored by Ginger Honey Chips. 0277 609 644. 0277 609 644. Share the page with a friend and invite a friend to join us for our lecture this morning. This morning, it is a continuation of our conversation on communication in relationship and marriage. Last week, we have finished the do's and don'ts in communication. Today, what are we talking about in communication? We are discussing, we've done the how, now we're going to do the where. How do I communicate? We did it. And for the rest of you who missed how to communicate in relationship, I'm sorry to announce to you